Welcome to Mucker's Movies. Today we're in a little place called Lowham. And we've got a church here. I don't think there's any graveyard because it's right next to a farm, as you can see. And it looks like it's got an electric fence going around it. I don't know if that's to keep the cows out of the church or the people out of the farmer's field. Here's a little bit of information about the church. Grade 1 listed church we see today was constructed in 1620 by Sir Edward Hext, Lord of the Manor. Let's see if the door's open, see if we can go in and have a look around. Right, I managed to get a key for the church. It's got a pathlight in the memory of Bessie Brown, 2014. Writings by a rector in the 16th century suggest two earlier churches existed on the same site. They'll put the lights on. Big keyhole. A wall found during recent repair works may also suggest the possibility of a prior church. Well, this is a church of what they call no dedication, but the locals know it as a church in the field. There is evidence of a Roman occupation in the area. The remains of a Roman villa was excavated nearby in 1946. In 1645, the church suffered damage during the Battle of Langport, one of the most significant conflicts of the Civil War. If you ever come here, there's all the information about the church. The church is a rare building. It features a Gothic style and yet was constructed in the late 17th century. Inside, visitors can see 17th century fabric, fine floors, pews and glass. There's a font. miss this window here. Hext's grandson, George Stawell, had the building repaired and consecrated in 1668, and in 1921 the church was given in trust to the Church of England. I think we start over this side. Burial benches. All I can read on this one is the beloved wife of Chose Wither of Ashlydown, Bristol, Lord of the Manor of Lowham, Somerset. She died in the 46th year of her age and was buried in Arno's Valley Cemetery, Bristol. The rest is too faded to read. Then we have Cho's wife in, died Feb 14th, 1893, aged 60 years old. This tablet and the adjoining window were erected by his daughter to the memory of the Blessed. I think this is all in Latin, so if you can read Latin, here you go. Trying to squeeze through the bars there to show you this. I think we go back this way a minute. Then walk down the aisle. Some of the benches have carvings on. Beauport is Jacobean. Says the chancel screen is most late medieval 14th to 17th century. English churches, a decorative screen of wood or stone separated the chancel. All right. There's lots of information in here, but it would take all day to read it all to you. So I'll take photographs after. You can read them in your own time. The church was originally built as a mortuary chapel for Edward Hext, MP of Taunton, who died in 1624. Story says a local hero, John Aller, used his spear to kill a dragon near here many years ago. It turns out this Zulu spear might have been brought back from South Africa about 100 years ago. Especially places like this church are filled with stories, legends, and history. There's a spear. I suppose these have to be about 12 foot or more long. This is a lovely window. Nice colours. We have here. The glass in this window is very old and very special. Some of it is about 600 years old. The old window has been taken out, cleaned and put back in so that people can enjoy it for many hundreds of years. What other clues can you find to see how the church has been mended? Can you find a book that tells the story? Just move this out a second. There is a wooden chancel screen and a stone screen, which was brought from St Mark's Church in Bristol. The church contained 2 bells, one of which was cast before 1350 and the other around 1500. Here we have a Edward Hext, one of the oldest men of his time. The royal coat of arms we just looked at, they've taken it down for repair by the looks of it. It's nice to know they're looking after everything still. Touch me, what do I feel like? I'm cold and smooth, made from stone, called alabaster. Am I pet or a clue that this king, Sir Edward Hext, was loyal to the king? Edward Hext had this effigy, a statue of a person on a tomb made nearly 400 years ago, so that people would remember him and his wife Dion's in the future. Right, see if I can lean over. There's the great man himself and his wife. No need to get up for me, stay where you are. And it looked like he got his trusty dog with him at the foot of his tomb. There we go. Thanks for that, Edward. See you in another 400 years, maybe. Or maybe not. Little cubby over here. Looks like it's where you can sit and read a book. Do the hoovering. Right, that's about it from inside the church. It's not a very big church, but there's quite a bit in there to see. Hold on a second, see what this says. Be still and listen, what can you hear? Are the noises you can hear coming from inside or outside the church? Do you think people in the past heard the same sounds you can today? Now close your eyes, can you hear more? All I could really hear just now was a tractor. Probably because of the farm outside. Okay, that's it from inside. We take a little look around outside, but I don't think there's much to see. Okay, back outside the church. It's a bit windy out here today. Hope don't spoil the sound too much. Be careful here, electric fence. Oh. I don't know if I'm really allowed in this field, but I'll soon find out. That temple farmer might come after me, or I'll just send the dog after me. Like there's some kind of buildings over there. Many years ago. And over here. Could this be the site of a Roman villa which was unearthed in 1946? Let's go back this way. Keep to the path. Morning. Right, let's take a look around this side. Gargoyles. Well, that's it today from the church in the field, as they call it, the locals. So there's no cemetery. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And don't forget to press that like subscribe button. Thank you very much. I'll see you all again next week. Bye for now from Mucker's Movies. Bye.